Gentleman from Minnesota.
Mr. Chairman, thank you. I'd also like to add to the conversation that I, too, support the Biggert Amendment because the CFPA, in my estimation, it would ultimately increase the costs on American consumers and reduce the customized type of products that are available to them. Increase costs, reduce the types of products. Increase costs, reduce types of products. That sounds a lot like some of the solutions that are being proposed right now in our current national health care debate, which the American people have overwhelmingly rejected. And as we look at the CFPA, so many institutions in my district in Minnesota are worried, and they are worried about the fact that this bill would create a floor for consumer regulations that state may build upon in the future. They're concerned that this would cause tremendous confusion as institutions are busy trying to comply with 50 different state regulations on top of those that come out of the CFPA. That's why I believe the Biggert substitute is by far the better way to go. It would protect consumers, that's our goal, but it wouldn't limit access to credit to those who truly need customized products the most. And the Biggert Amendment would do all this without imposing the excessive compliance and litigation costs that are increasingly growing on our small community banks. In Minnesota, we have great small community banks. We have many of them. I'm concerned that this will result in fewer community banks and in more job loss, especially in my state. And I'm concerned about other small financial institutions that will be impacted as well. Rather than separating safety and soundness and establishing a new behemoth government agency, I think that the bill will coordinate and streamline the consumer activities of existing state and federal financial regulators. The Biggert Amendment also restructures the Federal Financial Institutions Examination Council, gives it explicit authority to adopt uniform consumer protection rules and examination practices. This would be a good thing. And these rules would be adopted jointly with and enforced by the prudential regulators. The Biggert Amendment is the right way to address the consumer protection in the future, and I urge all of my colleagues to support this very common sense amendment, the Biggert Amendment. So I thank you, and I yield back, Mr. Chairman.